I still remember the night it happened. The night my mother looked me in the eyes and told me I wasn't enough. She didn't use those exact words. She didn't have to. I heard them when I found out she'd whispered to Daniel, my Daniel, that my sister was stronger, better, more wife material. I thought betrayal would come from enemies, not blood, not love. But life is crueler than imagination. Backstory: Daniel and I met in college. He was quiet, brilliant, the kind of man who noticed details others missed. I loved him for it, because he noticed me, really saw me. I was 22, full of fire, sure the world would bend for us. We spent nights planning futures, naming children we didn't yet have. I believed him when he said I was his anchor. And then, slowly, something shifted. His messages came late, replies shorter. His eyes drifted past me at dinners, landing on my sister too often. I told myself I was imagining it, paranoia fed by insecurity. Until the night my mother slipped. Her words were cold, sharp as glass. "He deserves a woman who can stand beside him. Your sister has that strength. You're too fragile." Fragile. That was the word that gutted me. Discovery of betrayal. 2 weeks later, I found the proof. A letter tucked into the wrong drawer. His handwriting, curved and certain. "Your mother's right. You make me better. I can't stop thinking about you." Not written to me, written to her sister. My world didn't shatter, it froze. That's the difference between heartbreak and betrayal. Heartbreak hurts, betrayal numbs. I didn't scream, I didn't confront, I didn't beg. I packed, I walked, I left them with their lies. Shift in mindset. For years I disappeared, moved cities, changed numbers, built walls so high not even my grief could climb them. But pain has a way of fermenting, of becoming fuel. And while they believed I was broken somewhere in the shadows, I was building. I studied, I worked, I climbed. I sharpened myself into a weapon. I learned control, the kind of control my mother said I lacked, the kind of strength my sister supposedly had. I didn't chase love, I didn't need it. Until one night, at a conference abroad, I met Michael. He was older, powerful, respected. He carried silence like a crown. And when he looked at me, it wasn't with pity or possession, it was recognition. For the first time, I wasn't someone's daughter or sister or consolation prize. I was everything. When he asked me to marry him, I didn't hesitate, not out of desperation, but choice. Deliberate, strategic, loving. Execution of the plan. The wedding was small, quiet, but our life together was not. Michael owned more than companies. He owned rooms. He owned attention. His name opened doors my family didn't even know existed. So when it came time to host our annual gala, I chose the invitations carefully. My mother, my sister, Daniel, all received them, all accepted. Revenge isn't about rage. Rage is sloppy. Revenge is about orchestration, timing, the satisfaction of silence before the blade. Climax and confrontation. The night of the party, the ballroom glittered. Chandeliers rained light. Laughter bounced off marble. I wore a dress the color of blood, because why not? I saw them enter, my mother clutching pearls, my sister glued to Daniel's arm. Their confidence was almost beautiful. Almost. I greeted them with a smile so warm it could have been mistaken for forgiveness. I led them through the crowd, weaving them deeper into the heart of the party. Then Michael appeared, tall, commanding. Every head turned when he walked in. My mother's face stiffened. My sister blinked too fast. Daniel's jaw tightened, because they knew him. They knew him as the man who once rejected every investment Daniel begged for. The man who dismissed my sister at every board meeting. The man my mother once called untouchable. And now, he was my husband. I watched color drain from their faces as realization set in. They weren't looking at me anymore. They were looking at the life they forfeited, the life they told me I wasn't strong enough to build. Michael kissed my hand. "Shall we, love?" His voice carried just enough for them to hear. I didn't need to say a word. My silence was the speech. Resolution. Later, after the party, after the applause and congratulations, I stood alone on the balcony, the city light stretching like an empire below me. I thought about my mother's words. Fragile. I almost laughed. Fragile things break. I didn't break. I sharpened. They thought they stole my future, but all they did was free me to build a better one. So when I caught my reflection in the glass, stronger, colder, untouchably whole, I whispered the truth aloud, just once. I was always the stronger one, and I let the night carry it away.